You have been wrongfully robbed of what you've rightfully earned and deserve by now. It's June 1st, 2026, and this was the year I decided I'm going to change my life, right? A little bit of backstory coming up on the end of December last year, coming off a failed business. I did door to door the year before, and I was on a online high ticket offer where essentially the offer got disbanded. So I was shit out of luck, but I just knew this is the year. This is the year I have to make a change. I have to make a change this year. So the first I made the commitment to myself. Let's just say I'm taking a lot of risks, right? Physically as well, because I knew I had to, right? I was done playing at a disadvantage. Really, the decision came when I decided in 2026 with these modern tools and technology. I've seen it, other people have done it, right? It's a pretty proven formula at this point. And I just decided I'm done. I'm done playing at a disadvantage. I just refuse to watch other guys use these tools at their disposal to just become enhanced. So I was done playing at a disadvantage. That was the first decision I made. Second, I decided, because I was making 10 grand a month doing door to door sales before, right? AI business failed, but I was making 10K a month doing online high ticket as well, but offer got, shit on, right? So I knew easiest way for me to make a lot of money and fast was sales. So I decided I'm going to do door to door sales again this year. So December, I was in Massachusetts. And if you know anything about the Northeast, those months are not fun, right? I moved from Florida back to Massachusetts April 2025. So it was chill up until about October, and then it gets brutal up there, bro. You don't see the sun for all those months, gray clouds, shitty weather. It's gray out, and I yeah, it was terrible up there, and I knew I was like, I have to get out of here. Like I have to get out of here at any cost. So I decided I'm gonna do door to door again, right? Go back to Florida with my boy who I did it with before, and we drive out to Houston, Texas, like mid-January for a blitz, right? We're gonna knock out there, and it just goes to shit. We were out in Houston the last summer I knocked, and Houston is just treacherous. It's 110 degrees. No one answers till, after 5 p.m. They're constantly peppered. But, I was like, well, fuck it, right? Let's be positive, right? The fake positivity. Sometimes you just got to be real as fuck, right? Fuck the fake positivity. Um, you gotta be real as fuck sometimes. No coping, but nonetheless, I went out there. It would have been my third year. I got thrown in the hood, bit by a dog. Um, had issues with the manager previously. That's kind of why we left. Just to come back to have those same issues. Tried addressing them, didn't listen. But one of the other managers there, who I was going to be working with this year, he said something that really stuck with me, and it was, "When is enough enough? When is enough enough?" Right? And that really resonated with me when he said that in one of the morning meetings and trainings, right? And I actually got a sale using that. I actually got two sales using the "when is enough enough," right? By just, these objections that I used to let stop me, or, smoke screens that I'd be like too uncomfortable overcoming. I was like, fuck it, bro. Enough is enough. Just say the fucking word track to overcome it. Uncomfortable. So I was like, I did, right? And it worked too. So I was like, damn, that piece of advice fucking worked. only found it 3 years into the job, right? You know, it could have helped me out a lot first year, right? But you're always learning, just in life in general, too, right? But I decided with that job after getting bit by a dog and my manager just not listening, you know, enough's enough, right? So actually that night, me and my boy, we crashed the fuck out. We drove 12 hours back from Houston to Florida, stopped at a Cracker Barrel in Mississippi at like 8 a.m. in the morning. It was a complete fever dream, but I decided enough was enough, right? No more doing this sales stuff, only getting 10%. I know that, you know, hey, I need my own business, right? Because truthfully, I just don't care enough about other people's, you know, businesses and companies and having a job to put in my 100% effort, which I know when I do put it in, I'm unstoppable, right? So me and my boy, we actually started up a business, um, and it was the quickest money and the easiest money I've ever made in my life. I thought my life changed. I thought I finally made it. I was like, oh my God, I decided I'm going to change my life this year. And here it is. Here it finally is after 25 years of just, you know, living, but really, you know, those 4 to 5 years when I was in college, always grinding, you know, sacrificing my summers, my spring breaks to do door to door, learn this skill set, put myself in better positions to succeed, put myself around others who have succeeded, right? Pick up those little golden nuggets. Success leaves clues unless you're clueless, right? I always knew the first step was getting around people who've already done it, right? You pick up little tidbits from them. But, you know, 15 grand we made in 10 days. Split that each, you know, seven and a half. That's looking like 20 grand profit a month. And when I tell you this was, you know, easy work, you know, we found an agency that was cooking, not a lot of work at all. So, you know, we were like, all right, let's try to get more clients. We go to Vegas. It's like a 2 grand Vegas trip, but who the fuck cares? Like, money's coming in. And 3 days after that, I knew it was too good to be true, right? Payment processor, agency, essentially traffic source that we were making money, gets just decapitated. Psst. Decapitated. I was wrongfully robbed of what I rightfully earned and deserved. Yet again. Yet again. And that stung, man. Because I saw it all. I saw the nicer apartment than this one, right? We still were able to get a nice apartment, right? Because, again, that's a lot of fucking money. 7.5K profit each in 10 days. First thing we did was we were like, all right, we're getting a new apartment. But, you know, I would have had everything. Everything. Wrongfully robbed of what I've rightfully earned and deserved. But we kept it going, got a few more clients, none of them as good, made some money, right? We were at a point where we had a 5 grand floor, essentially, profit each. So it was chill. It was really chill, bro. Like anyone making 5 grand profit a month, like not doing a lot of work, easy work, right? Freedom of time, location, it's chill. Um, so then I also go out to Utah. This was about 2 weeks ago, um, to do affiliate marketing for peptides because peptides are the future. Where like that's what I'm doing right now. I mean, they're the future, right? That's kind of what I'll get into as well. Long story short, I come back. Business is in shambles. We lose all of our clients, back to making zero, right? So I went out to Utah. I made $1 grand in a week. We're making a 5 grand base here. Okay, I'm doing the math. I'm back to 10 grand. The infamous entrepreneur online guru 10K a month. I'm there again. I'm there again. Wrongfully robbed of what I've rightfully earned and deserve yet again. Not to mention, so I think the 5 grand floor is gone. Then my TikTok gets banned, which is where I was doing the affiliate marketing through. Boom, gone. Everything from 10 to 5 to 0. Wrongfully robbed of what I've rightfully earned and deserved yet again. And then, long story short, started a coaching business, which, dude, honestly, it's doing good. I should have been a fitness coach this whole time, right? It goes back to just, when is enough enough? And this is something I'm extremely passionate about. And I saw a video today from Greg O'Gallagher. He's been making bangers lately. Like his motivational and actually like talking vids have been like bangers. Like just the raw talks like this. Honestly, like videos like that and others that inspired me to make this, to be honest. Because these are the forms of content that, I've enjoyed lately. And he talked about you can have exactly what you want, but you're not going to be excited when you get it anymore. And it was essentially just the law of detachment, right? And for so long, I've just been attached to the outcome of 10K a month, 10K a month, right? It's only been in every single meta ad for any agency or, ROI based offer for the last 7 years. So if you didn't have YouTube Premium or you're scrolling on IG Reels, it's, you've seen it enough. It's just implanted in your subconscious. 10K a month, 10K a month, passive 10K a month, right? And again, I saw that video today, and again, that kind of stuck with me because I've been going through the change of kind of seeing, okay, like I know I need my own thing, and this coaching business I'm very passionate about. Fitness is my passion, like biohacking, fitness. Like I'm a huge nerd when it comes to like build systems. I used to be a build system nerd. Like any MMO I would play, I'd always, have like the 5 set gear, the master's perfected staff that would give you like a 2% edge over the people who didn't grind the dungeon, 40 extra hours to get that. So um, it goes like hand in hand with biohacking, right? Just, oh, I've got, red light glasses on right now. Are these a huge needle mover? Not necessarily, but it's an extra, 1 to 2% edge that I have over someone who doesn't have that knowledge, right? Same with peptides, workout splits and all that. So I'm passionate about that, right? So now building this business that I'm building now, and it's doing decent, right? It's definitely not doing, I'm not gonna lie, it's not doing 15K profit in 10K 10 days like the other one was. But for the first time, I enjoy it. I feel like it's my, I, I don't know if I want to say purpose, but I feel like this work is enjoyable. It's fun. I wake up, I want to do that. I go to the gym, I think about doing it. I'll be honest, the gym used to be an escape for me. 2 hours of the day I can forget about, knocking doors, talking to, prospects, getting yelled at, no soliciting, all the bullshit. Just escaping all the other bullshit in life, not only work, but like personal stuff. You guys know how it goes. Um, and it's just I'm timing my workouts now. I'm like, dude, I can only be in here an hour. I gotta get back to building this business. And I'm like, wow, I've never had that before. Never. I've always took my time in the gym because it's my favorite thing to do, right? I mean, you guys probably can't tell I'm in the hoodie, but if you come from my other platform, but yeah, finally, purpose, man. I'm excited to build. And, maybe being wrongfully robbed of what I've rightfully earned and deserve isn't the worst thing because if I were to succeed with one of those models or job, I don't think there's no way I'd become the person that I'm becoming. And I can tell the person that I'm becoming is is what I've wanted all along. It wasn't the 10K a month. It wasn't the fast car. It wasn't the LARP content. It was the person living that. It was the person I'm becoming, the person living that, doing that, able to do that. And I've finally realized that's what I've wanted all along. And now that I have it and I know what my why is, right? The infamous, oh, what's your why? I've got it. And now at this point, it's just a relentless pursuit. It's just a relentless pursuit at this point. So yeah, wrongfully robbed of what I've rightfully earned and deserved by now. Right? I felt defiled when, it happened over and over again. But now, honestly, I couldn't be more thankful because I know it was never the materialistic. And I'm saying this right now, even without this stuff, it was never the materialistic stuff. It was becoming the person who has that stuff. It's not the stuff itself, it's the person. And yeah, this is the year I promised to myself, I'm going to change my life. But really, what I found halfway through is what I'm going to change is me. Because I need to become that person, right? So, halfway through the year, you got to find what you want. You got to find your why. Most importantly, you need to find out who is that person that you want to be. And then just commit. Commit, man. Relentless pursuit.